Hi, welcome to Cast Game. This is myself trying to beat the hardest French AI using Abbasid. The replay will be at 2 times the speed, and I'll try my best to explain my build and thought process in this video. Okay, I go for the early berries even though going for sheep will allow me to age up faster because I want to have sheep to fall back to when the berry is attacked by the enemy. The thing about French AI, what's different from other civilization played by AI is that they attack really early, much earlier than like English or even Ottoman. Okay, the AI is aging up now, and this is a part where I got lucky, really lucky, because the AI chose to go for Chamber of Commerce instead of School of Cavalry, which means that their knight will come a little bit later compared to School of Cavalry build. Okay, I choose Culture Wing for the age up choice because when going against the French AI, they will most likely attack you before you can complete your second TC, even if you have a very optimized build order. So that pretty much nullifies a lot of advantage of economic win because you want to get your TC up as soon as possible to start scaling your economy. But if you need to make military buildings before your second TC, then yeah, the economic wing is not that good. And the good thing about cultural wing is that it allows you to get all the echo upgrades and the military upgrades cheaper so that you can scale your economy without having to build a second TC, which is a huge investment. Okay, I just leave 3 villagers on go this whole time so that I can get my preservation of knowledge and wheelbarrow. Okay, as you can see, the AI already have a knight, 3 spears and 2 archers, and 5:30 or 5:40 is the earliest time I can get my second TC up with economic wing, but clearly that is not good enough against the French AI. It's fine against the English or Ottoman, but against French you need something different. Okay. Here I go for the archery range first when aging up to feudal, because there is some faulty behavior in the AI's programming, is that even if their army can easily kill yours, but if it's archer then it will most likely be repelled even if they have a clear advantage. So I always go for archery range first and then adding barracks. Okay, now I have some spear out and yep, it's much easier to repel the knight. And here I'm walling the back side of my base and this side, the right side of my base, to limit the angle of attack of the AI, because French AI they really take advantage of their French mobility, which means that the knight will come from multiple angle. Here I managed to kill the knight and some spears and an archer, and without losing much military, which is really good. You can see that I have already destroyed like 700 resource worth of value, but only lose 50. Right now I just keep messing my army, and then the stealth arrow is really important because the AI they usually get the armor upgrade really early, like it's at 9 minutes and it's already researching the iron undermesh. So if I don't have the range attack upgrades, my archer will be scratching the knights. Okay, here I just keep messing the army, and One thing different about the French AI from the other civilization is that they age up quite a bit later compared to at least English, Abbasid, and Ottoman. They tend to stay in feudal and mass a lot of armies, so if you try to go fast castle, you will most likely get killed because you will be overwhelmed by the knights. Okay, one thing about the AI is that even if they have a lot of resources, they don't tend to build a lot of production building, especially late into the game. And they don't convert those resources into army really quickly enough to take advantage of their extra resource. So if you survive the first 2 waves or 3 waves of attack, you will most likely be fine. Okay, here I'm aging up like at a similar time to the AI. Okay, here's another faulty behavior of the AI. They will attack immediately after going to castle instead of waiting for the upgrades to complete. So even if like there's a huge discrepancy in the army value of me and the AI, I still have a decent chance. Like when the AI is the archer is first, they are attacking my spearmen, but for like about 5 to 6 seconds or maybe 10, they're just walking around and not doing any damage to my spear, which allow my spear to take care of the knights and my archer to take care of their whole army later. Okay, economic wing is the wing of my of choice of mine when aging up the castle, because I need to do a mass farm transition and I like to add second TC in this age. But I think going for military wing will be fine as well, since like you will benefit a lot from the extra health of boot camp after you have enough army. Maybe in the early feudal, it's just better to use those resources to make more army instead of investing in boot camp. But after you have enough army, the benefit of the boot camp really shows. And I think you can also go for military wing in the feudal, but that's mostly for the 2 spearmen and an archer to deal with enemy early attack. I tried to go military wing into early second TC, but I also got overwhelmed, so that might not be a good idea. But if you want to do like just turtle in feudal, I think military wing will also be a decent choice. Here I'm adding my second TC to try to scale my economy. As you can see that the AI have a huge villager lead now, but a lot of it is traders. I think like how many traders does they have? Oh, I don't know, but it's looks like 10 or 11. Okay, here I have my second TC, so I'm getting fresh with stuff. And I just keep adding my army, and the army value is really close now, which is a good thing. Okay, here I'm adding a lot of farms to really take advantage of the military, the economic wing bonus. Okay, one thing about the AI is that their army composition is really predictable. So after seeing a lot of archers and spear, they will just go into mass man and arm. So I just add crossbow preemptively and they can take care of those. Okay, now the AI is going for the sacred sites and the relics. In hindsight, I could probably build a mosque and get 1 or 2 relics, since like I already have enough army to defend. But anyway, I still win the game, so it doesn't matter. Okay, here the AI is. I built another wall to like secure this section of the map, so I have access to extra gold and stone. Okay, you can see down there I have like 26 men at arms, but I already have 25 crossbow, and I also have 40 spear. Even if they have archers, which in theory should counter spears, but the Abbasid spear are really very efficient due to their phalanx technology. So if the enemy is not kiting, the archer really doesn't do that well against spearmen. Okay, here I'm just neutralizing the sacred sites to like cancel the timer. Okay, here is where I made a bit of macro mistake. I should have a lot more gold and so that I can age up to Imperial. Okay, and dropping a keep is very important in fighting the AI because the AI will go into a lot of Rebel Queen when you have a lot of infantry. Okay, as you can see, the AI is making another mistake. They immediately attack after Imperial instead of waiting for upgrades. So here, yeah, the army just get destroyed by mine. As you can see now, there's a huge discrepancy in the destroyed value. I have like almost 17k, while the AI only have like 3k of destroyed value. The AI also made a huge mistake when retreating. It just allowed me to pick up their trebuchet for free. As you can see, I keep making armies when aging out to Imperial, so I'm close to maxed out now. Okay, the good thing about Cultural Wing is that if you get Cultural Wing in Feudal Age, it allows you to get all the upgrades at a discount immediately after you reach Castle and Imperial, so that you won't like die to the timing due to the 30 seconds delay if you want to get upgrades on discount after aging up. Okay, now I'm getting all of the important upgrades for my infantry, like the elite upgrades and the elite army tactics. But I'm missing the upgrades on my blacksmith. Okay, this is another mistake of mine. I should get this upgrade ASAP after reaching Imperial. This is like the most powerful Abbasid upgrades after Imperial. Okay, here's another fight. As you can see, like their army just get destroyed even if they have those Rebel Queen. One important thing is that you need to like focus fire those Rebel Queen with your crossbow. Rebel Queen has a lot of melee armor and a lot of health, but their range armor is not very high, so they can be easily dealt with crossbow before they get siege works. I think they should. Yes, they haven't got siege works. After they have siege works, then the only thing that can deal with Rebel Queens are hand cannoneers and trebuchet and culverins. Okay, this is a bit of a low period in this game where I'm just getting my upgrades and queuing out a lot of spears but not doing anything with my army. Okay, so you can see down the air really have a ton of Rebel Queen at this moment. So like, even if they kill my army really fast, because I have a lot of production, I can still like keep pumping spear to the front line, and like most of my ranged units are fine and they didn't get killed during the fight. Okay, here I was trying to drop a keep on this sacred site with a villager, but I already have a keep and a bunch of towers there, so I just cancel my plan and allocate the villager elsewhere. I think it's to I'm dropping the keep on this sacred site. Okay, now I'm trying to control more gold, so I think I went on to destroy this town center. The one good thing about the Abbasid spear is that the phalanx technology also doubles the torch range, which is really useful when sieging buildings because it allows a lot of more spear to do damage at the same time. And phalanx it also let quite a bit of spears stay out of the range of the boiling oil when attacking keeps, as far as I know, which is really nice as well. And now it has building a wonder. This normally isn't possible when playing against player 1v1 on the ladder, but due to the double resource the AI have, they can build multiple wonder in a game. Well, normally when sniping the wonder, I would just make a bunch of rams and run them along the edge of the map, but in this game I just use the spearmen. Okay, you can see there's another big attack, and there's even more Rebellion Queen in the AI's army this time. You can see that the Rebellion Queen is just melting my front lines, and they have siege works now, so it takes quite a lot longer to kill for those crossbows. Okay, here I'm making the coverings to deal with those Rebellion Queens. Okay, at this point, these two large gold mines is close to being depleted, so I'm thinking about setting up trade at this moment. And this is when I run the spearmen alongside the edge of the map to take care of the wonder, and so my army is quite vulnerable at this moment. But I still need to distract the enemy, otherwise if their army is concentrated around this wonder, I won't be able to take it down. But I think the AI knows I'm coming because they see me along the edge of the map with this TC. Okay, here's another display of the strength of the phalanx tech of the Abbasid. As you can see that they can throw torch from a very long distance away, which means that I can just running around the wonder and torch down the wonder without being shredded by the Rebellion Queens. If I only have the normal torch range, it would take this spearman won't survive this long when trying to snipe the wonder. You know, I just have all those spearmen killed, but as you can see, I'm already max pop now, which is the power of 8 barracks plus the military academy tech. Okay, and yeah, here's another low period of the game where I'm just messing, not even messing my army, just getting the upgrades, and because I don't have enough population to get the bombard, but I want to attack those keeps, so I'm just wondering how would I free up enough population to get a keeps. Okay, here is I'm already setting up trade. I set a market in this corner because this neutral trading post, they don't spawn at the edge of the map, so I need to control this whole section of the map to have maximum return on those traders. Okay, here's my army running away from the Rebel Queen until the coverings arrive and is under my keep, so that I can take a favorable trade. As you can see now, the ratio is higher than 5 to 1. It destroys almost 100,000 worth of value, while the AI is destroying less than 20,000. Now the AI is just is building a second wonder, so I just after seeing this wonder, I just decided to like kill his base, kill the landmark instead of trying to like worry about the wonder again. Okay, here's me like I'm impatient, so I don't want to wait for the bombard to slowly take on a keep, so I just use the spearmen. And as you can see, like a lot of these spearmen, they still have tons of health, which means that they're mostly likely not damaged by the boiling oil. Okay, here's another major fight. Okay, at this point I have a lot of gold, so I think later I will try to replace those crossbow and archers with hand cannoneers. Okay, now I'm going for his base for the kill. When going against a lot of Rebel Queen, you need at least 3 coverings because it's what it takes to one-shot a Rebel Queen. And a Rebel Queen had like 420 health, and a covering deals like, okay, it's close to like 200 damage. So 2 covering, because covering deals ranged damage, it will be reduced by the ranged armor of the Rebel Queen, which is 10. So it's dealing around like 190 damage at a time. So 2 shots will only bring to very low health. You need 3 coverings to one-shot the Rebel Queen. And if the Rebel Queen touch your army, it will like instantly kill at least like 4 or 5 units, which really hurts. So you want to like one-shot them as fast as possible. Ideally, if you have the population space, you should bring 4 or even 5 coverings, because some of them will inevitably get sniped by the enemy horsemen or the enemy bombard. Here's another wave of lots of Rebel Queens, but the AI just making horsemen and archers now, which I don't. Okay, I understand because he's out of gold. Okay, one important thing is that you need to keep some infantry close to your siege, otherwise they'll get sniped by horsemen, just like my siege back then. Okay, I switched to hand cannoneers a lot later than I expected. Okay, now it's a hand cannoneer switch because I have enough trade so that I have enough gold to like comfortably make hand cannoneers instead of crossbow. In this game I keep making spears, but with this economy you also have the choice of going for camel riders. The benefit of camel riders is that they are really fast, and they also are a lot more population efficient. But however, the spear have a lot more burst damage, which means because like when 2 lines of spear are attacking the same cavalry unit at the same time, it will die almost instantly, regardless of its fully upgraded royal knights or horsemen. Which means your siege are actually, I think your siege are a lot safer compared to using the camel riders to protect the siege. Okay, and now I just kill the rest of the landmark because like the AI can't even keep max population, so I already have a huge advantage now, as you can see in army value. Now the destroy value is turn a bit of favor in in favor of the AI, because like they have the defender's advantage, and I can afford to get bad trade when attacking their base because I have such a good economy. As you can see that they try to make horsemen and go around my army to snipe the siege. So like if you don't have very good reaction time, you should keep some spearmen around the siege so that they don't kill by the horsemen. Okay, now you see the advantage of the spear because a lot of them can attack at the same time compared to camel rider. Camel riders are huge and they can attack with 2 lines of unit at the same time. So like in terms of effective DPS, I think the spear might be even higher than camel riders. But now I'm just clearing up these houses to prevent a choke point from forming when fighting the enemy army. Actually, I don't need to do this, but I don't know the AI already have like very little army at this moment. Okay, at this moment I just go for the kill on the last landmark, which is College of the Artillery. And here's the game. I think I got quite lucky in this game because the AI goes for both the Chamber of Commerce and the Guild Hall. And if you don't know that the AI actually don't take advantage of the Guild Hall, it just let the resource sit there for the whole game. But if the AI go for like both the School of Cavalry and the Royal Institute, I think I might not be able to win this game. Okay, now here's the game where I try to beat the AI without early cheese or early trade. Thanks for watching.